are you for sure you want to do this? Because Bogdan just called me and he said you're probably going to get arrested and locked up for another 30 days because you didn't announce the protest before that. So they're going to open you a new file and you're going to get arrested for 30 days, including us, baby.
Are you aware that Christ is king and he will not be mocked?
Yes.
You're aware?
We have to do that, yeah.
So what the fuck are you here for? Talking
But
about
I just want you guys to know the consequences of the actions that we're going to have to do, yeah.
Fucking looking forward to another stint in jail. Christ is king, Alex.
Yeah.
Do you know the law in Romania?
Some of
When
them.
some people are together more than, I don't know, 5 person?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We're just standing outside peacefully. We're not trying to cause any trouble. We're not going to touch the building. We're not crazy.
Yeah.
We just think that, especially in Romania, the most Christian country, I'm sure Jesus is watching all of us now. He's watching you also. It's easy to say, I just do my job, but also some things are more important than just doing a job. God is the most important thing in the world. He's the true judge. And to sit here and let France mock the country, mock your religion, make fun of every single thing you feel holy. This is the Last Supper. This is everything holy about Christianity. And we say absolutely nothing about it and say, oh, you cannot even complain. What are we doing wrong by saying that this is disgusting? This is not art.
What's very important to remember is that the European Union gave 100 million euros for France to do this Olympics. So they took your tax money,
They took your money to do
tax
this.
money, and they're making fun of Jesus Christ.
This is
It's our money, you know. As
They-
Romanian taxpayers, they're using our money to do
There's
this.
no need. The worst thing is this has nothing to do with sports, friend. This has nothing to do with sports. They did this on purpose because they are Satanists.
Yeah.
Because they hate God, they hate Jesus, they want to corrupt your children. LGBT, they cannot have their own children, the gay people. They need your kids. When your kid goes to school and learns these things, you're going to be very angry that not enough people stood up and said that this is unacceptable. It's unacceptable to teach children these things. It's unacceptable to put it on the Olympics. We're not here to hurt anybody. But if nobody stands up, I'm a Muslim, I'm not even Christian. As a Muslim, I show more respect for Jesus Christ than most Christians. Every Christian in Romania should be outside here right now saying that this is unacceptable. This is the land of God. There's churches everywhere. This is the most Christian country in Europe. And here we are, allowing them to mock the Last Supper. Only yesterday, mocking it on TV, making fun of you,
With our money.
laughing, with
your
our money,
money.
and nothing happens. And we're the bad guys for saying someone must show that this is wrong. We're not the bad guys. We're the only people who will be looked at in history who cared. Because soon, eventually, when God is gone from society, when Christianity has disappeared from society, and we live in a world now where you have unlimited migrants coming who don't care, don't respect the country anymore, they're going to turn up, LGBT will be trying to take your children, everyone will say, where did God go? Well, when God was here, the people who fight for God, you put him in trouble with the police.
Sorry, 1 second. I need your ID, please, and also your
I don't have ID.
I have my ID.
Do you have ID? My ID. I don't have passport.
I have an ID.
Well, my name is Andrew Tate.
Hello, sir.
I understand.
Hey, bro. Hey.
Your birth date and
Sorry,
social
date of birth.
listening.
Sorry, bro. Sorry.
No problem.
Here's my ID. Tristan Tate is my name.
Thanks.
No problem.
But I think, truthfully, guys, as Christians yourselves, you should understand what we're doing.
The French shouldn't have done this with European Union money.
There's no reason
It's
for
very
this.
wrong.
They wouldn't, you know what's crazy?
Your ID, please.
I don't have any ID with me.
You.
France is a Christian country, right? But
Should
they didn't
be.
do this to Islam.
Your ID, please.
They would not mock Islam like this. They
Or
only mock
Judaism.
Christianity. True or false? I think it's absolutely disgusting. This is the Last Supper of Jesus Christ. Romania is supposed to be the most Christian country in Europe. I don't know why Christians completely lost their backbone now. And you're going to allow your most sacred periods of history to be mocked openly. And nobody's going to do anything besides say, oh, the law says we need to put you in jail for telling the truth about God. Is this who the Christians of Romania have become? I think this is disgusting. I don't think this is good. And I don't think Jesus will smile upon this. It's very important that we show the French this is unacceptable. There's no reason for it. It has nothing to do with sports. It's not even sport related. It has nothing to do with dedication, admiration, any of the things the Olympics are about. This is done on purpose to mock Christians. This is done on purpose to show Christians that they're weak. This is done on purpose to show the Christians that they can make fun of you and nobody will do anything. That's what this is. These are Satanists who are
I'll make my
mocking
point.
Christians.
I will let the French know on the news and stuff that we are unhappy with this, and they
I
shouldn't
don't
use
know why
our
other
money as
Christians are
Romanians.
upset.
I pay taxes in Romania. You pay taxes, bro. They can't do this with our money.
This is
This
absolutely
is disgusting.
And they're doing this knowing that the Christians will not react. France is a Christian country. You know? People don't seem to understand. Let me tell you guys, I'm American, yeah? I'm American. I'm from a country that has lost God. When you lose God in a society, you know what happens? Your son tries to become a girl. They teach this to him at 3 years old in the school. And you know what happens if you tell the teacher not to teach him this? People like you in blue uniforms come and arrest you. You're the bad guy for trying to protect your own children. That's what's going to happen when they remove God from society. You're going to end up arguing with your own children. You're going to end up arguing with your own children about what gender they are when you remove God from society. And we're sitting here saying that Romania is a beautiful country with beautiful people, and the thing that makes it beautiful is you feel God in the air here. This is the most beautiful thing about Romania. And you think you can follow the West for the money? The American government gives you dollars and the EU gives you euros, so you open your borders to people who have no business to be in Romania in the first place, and they turn up and everyone throws God away, and everyone's just going to sit in Romania, and Romania is going to stay the same? It's going to change. And the children are going to suffer. Anyone who believes in man, woman, marriage, child, and God should be here as well, as upset as we are. There's no need for this. This is absolute desecration of Jesus Christ for no possible reason other than to mock the fact that Christians have become weak. That's all this is. I say this as a Muslim man, because we respect Jesus Christ the same. They're doing it to you openly, and everybody seems to think, oh, it's okay, it'll just leave it, it'll be fine. It will not be fine. Christians would never tolerate this 20 years ago.
Bogdan, do you pay taxes? You pay taxes. $100 million of European Union money went to fund this Olympic Games. Your money, your tax money. Cameraman, your tax money. Police officers, your tax money. They
Your
used
money to mock Jesus Christ.
Our God. That's not okay. $100 million of European Union money went into this show. This looks good? You like it?
Ask me a question, I'll answer it. I think that this is the only true judge holding society together. They apologized. No, they didn't apologize. They didn't. Firstly, they're not sorry. This was signed off on. They saw this and they practiced this and they spent money on this and they agreed this and they did not. And they signed off on this and they put it on the news and they put it all over the TV. They knew exactly what they were doing. It's very easy to say sorry afterwards and pretend. They're not sorry for this. And the reason they're doing this, everyone at home, I want you to understand something. They are coming for your children. They are open about this. They cannot have their own kids. They need yours. That's why every single thing they can possibly turn gay, they're turning gay. I have nothing against a gay man. If you want to be gay, fine. But it's not your job to tell my children how to act. It's not your job to infiltrate the schools. It's not your job to infiltrate Netflix. It's not your job to hijack the Olympic ceremony. It's not your job to come along and make every single cultural event gay. This has nothing to do with homosexuality. It's about sports. It has nothing to do with any sexual orientation at all. This is deliberate. And the reason I have legal troubles in America, here in Romania, is because the American government have instructed the Romanians to try and damage me. And there's still people at home in Romania who don't understand. When you speak against the devil and you speak against Satan, they find some prosecutor and they give him enough money and they bribe him to try and ruin your life. That's all that happens. It's very simple how this world works, and the Satanists are in charge right now. And unless the people at home make it clear that we know what is going on, it's going to continue down this path. You're going to end up with more vaccines, more injections, more locking in your house. Your children will be taught more garbage. You'll lose your borders. You'll lose your national sovereignty. You'll lose your religion. You'll lose absolutely everything. You'll be left with nothing. And when you're left with nothing, you'll be sitting there saying, why didn't we resist? Well, now's the time to stand up and say you can't mock Jesus Christ. And nobody's doing anything. You take some Muslim man to stand out here. I don't think this whole interview should be about me. I don't know where all the Christians are. They should be ashamed of themselves. Should be ashamed of themselves that they allowed this to happen. And everyone stands around and says, oh, it's okay. And then the Christian men of Romania, these Dan Marino, want to put me in jail. Whose side are we on? There's a child right here. They have a child next to transsexuals. Anyone who understands Satanism, I want you guys to actually do some research on the satanic religion. The satanic religion makes it very clear that they tell you what they're going to do. It's important for them that they tell you what they're going to do. They don't try and trick you or deceive you. If I give you a poison apple and you eat it, I murdered you. But if I say this is a poison apple and you eat it, it was your decision. Karmic retributions, this is very important in Satanism. They must tell you what they're going to do before they do it. This is what they believe in. They have a transgender next to children on the Olympics. Right here. They're telling you what they're going to do. They told you what they were going to do with COVID. 99.9% survival rate, it won't hurt you, we're going to lock you in your house. On purpose. All of this is done on purpose. They're telling you exactly what's going to happen. They're coming for your kids, they're coming for all your institutions. There's nothing cultural left now they haven't infiltrated. Do you really want this? Does anyone at home vote for this? Did anyone at home ask for this? Does this represent sports or France at all? Or Europe? Or Europe? This is disgusting, am I right? It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
There are Christians all over the world, in China, Australia, South America, who are looking at Europe now because the Olympic opening ceremony is supposed to be a celebration of sports, culture, unity. They're looking at Europe. Okay, what's France going to do for the opening Olympic Games? This. And Romanians paid for it. Every single European Union member state paid for this. The Satanists do anything they can to push their narrative, and the Christians don't care enough to come outside on a sunny Sunday afternoon. It's not even raining. You know, it's not even raining. What do you have to do? Come out in the sunshine and stand for 10 minutes and say, leave God alone? And they're busy? They're tired? If you don't care enough to protect your God at that level, then how long do you expect to have a religion or a society left? This is why the Christian West is failing. The whole idea of Christianity in the West is mocked now. It doesn't even exist anymore. Because they've become decadent, my friend. Their lives have been too easy for too long. They believe that it's all going to work out fine in the end. That's not how the world works, you know? And some things are bigger than yourself. My mission is bigger than myself. When I started speaking about the issues I did, I knew I would get police trouble. And here I am again. Some things are bigger than yourself. I have all the money in the world. I don't give a shit about money and cars and houses. I have these things. What's important is knowing you did the right thing before God. This is what allows you to sleep well at night. I'll sleep just fine in jail if they put me in jail. I'll sleep just fine. I don't know how the men at home who call themselves Christian, when they're trying to brainwash your children into having sex changes, can sleep. Because I'll sleep in jail. You're going to be at home, but how are you sleeping? I'm not here to cause any trouble. I'm not here to damage any buildings. I'm not here to riot. I'm here to make it clear that if you're going to insult Jesus Christ, there's going to be a proportion of the population, a contingent of the populace who is unhappy with that and finds that abhorrent. And I think that's a pretty fair thing to do in a democratic, free country like Romania, the most Christian country in Europe, to stand up and say, don't mock Jesus Christ. Is that wrong? You don't want to join us? If you get fines, I will pay them myself. Go to jail for Jesus. Yeah. If you get fined, I will pay the fine. Well, I don't want to cause trouble. I don't want to make problems.
They have to stay there, please.
Okay. Sorry, the police said you have to stay there. I apologize. Understand. Sorry, bro. Tired of these faggots. I've had enough. I've had enough of them. Chop your dick off. Just do it in silence, not on my TV screen. We'll leave. We made our point. We're unhappy. We don't make trouble. Thank you. Go. God bless you. Christos a enviado. I've had enough of their garbage. It's about time people start standing up and doing something. It's about time people started enforcing respect upon their beliefs. It is Christianity, even as a Muslim, I admit, it's Christianity that built the Western world. And if you want to live in a Western society, Christianity must be respected. It's as simple as that. The police are trying to do their jobs, obviously. Respect to the police officers, their tax money paid for this abomination. We just came here to let the French know that we're extremely unhappy how they spent our European Union money. I hope you're all as unhappy as I am. And thanks for coming out. And I think we made our point. Take your time, guys. Guys, I believe most of you are Christians. I'm a Muslim, yes? This is Romania, supposed to be the most Christian country in Europe. You cannot allow them to desecrate something as important as the Last Supper with transsexuals and little children, pedophilia. There has to be a point you stand up for your beliefs. If you have something in life and you don't stand up for it, it will not last. If you have a house, you don't maintain it, it will fall down. Business, you don't work, it's gone. Relationship, you don't take care of her, she'll leave you. It's the same with religion. If you Christians don't start standing up for things, when they mock you publicly and openly, you'll have no religion left. It doesn't matter, it's a matter of time. Especially now, Romania and all these other countries have opened the border. Millions of people who come here are not Christian. And if you don't say, this is a Christian country and we respect Christianity, they won't respect it either. It's the end. And it's the man's job. It's the job of men to defend things. This is what a man is supposed to do. It's man and woman for a reason, but the man is a fighter. The men have to stand up and fight against these things. Guys, this is supposed to be the most Christian country in Europe. When they try this crap again, I expect to see you all at the next embassy, wherever it is. Thank you, guys.